Hi there. Today I will show you how to unpack a pretty old protector called Thinstall. I decided to make this video because I found this protector very interesting. So here is our target. You can see the name of protector. And I already loaded the protector in X32 dbg, and I set two hardware breakpoints, one of original entry point and another on jump, which prevent the target from creating sub-process. So let's execute our target under debugger. One more time. Again. Okay, so something goes wrong. So let's restart. And press Shift and F9 to execute with exceptions. Again, Shift plus F9. And here is our jump, which I mentioned before. You can see it takes current process ID. This call some other interesting API, get startup info A. Create file mapping. Wait for debug event. So we want to jump over those calls. So let's change the flag to 0 flag to 1. Now the jump will occur. Press again, Shift F9. Again. And here we are at original entry point. Here we have call to we don't know exactly where, because this call is redirected, but I can tell you it's get module handle A. You can see others APIs are redirected. So So let's see the address of import address table. Let's see closer. In dump window, we can see names of API, also as in CPU window. So I have written a script to repair, to recreate the original APIs. My script just trace visually in redirected code, and then when it find as string ASCII string of API name, then it convert this name into API address in DLL. And here is my script, and here is my my plugin, which I have written for this conversion from ASCII API name to API address in DLL. After call of this instruction, API address by ASCII, in result we will have the address of API indeed in DLL. So now let's start the script by pressing spacebar. Script finished, and we can see typed typed by white font. In dump window, we have the correct addresses in import address table. So now let's make dump from original entry point. We are here already, as I told you. I will use for dump Scylla and also Scylla to repair imports. Let's type original entry point address. EAT auto search press. Get imports. Show invalid. Everything looks fine. Now let's dump. Dump is created. But the problem in dump is that the resource, the icons in resources are not available, as you can see. So let's open in CFF Explorer, our dump. We can see our dump have only one section. Also our main target has also one section. Let's go into data directory and type here address of the resources. I have checked before, and the address RVA. RVA is, that means virtual address minus image base that equal RVA. So let's type here the address of resources. Now let's save, overwrite. Now you can see icon has showed up. So now let's repair import table, our imports. Fix dump, check our dump. Here is our newly created file with extension SCU. So let's execute. As you can see, our target is unpacked. So there is also one thing that I want to show you, how you can unpack this file without repairing imports, because at one point, for a moment, import table is available untouched under our debugger. So let's find this place. Let's restart our target. Let's change view in dump window. Our import address table is under this address. So let's set hardware breakpoint on write dword, and now execute. Again, here is our jump. We have to do the same as before. Change zero flag. Let's execute again. Again. No, I guess I missed something. So set hardware breakpoint also on next instruction, just to be sure. Press Shift and F9. Again. Again. Chain jump. Shift F9. Again. Okay. Now are we are at right spot. We are at we can see changes in address in dump window, and in CPU window we see we are at repeat instruction. So now let's press icon step over, and we can see fully repaired, untouched import address table. And here on the beginning in the import address table, and here at this address we can see import table. There is difference between import address table and import table, but they are depends one of another. But you cannot use those shortcuts with extensively. So let's see under we can see the names of API and DLLs. So let's copy all these informations till the end. Select. Binary. Copy. Now press Shift F9. And now you can see in dump window we can see changes in import address table, and import table is erased. So what we have to do now is place back our what we have copied before. Binary, paste. Okay, now we can dump. We can dump our target. Let's reload in Scylla. Press dump. Let's name it dump with repaired imports. Do the same thing as before in CFF Explorer. We have to take back resources. Here it is. And change import directory to 5100, because we can see here, I showed you before, here is our, at this address, 40,000 405100. Here we have import table. Here it is. So let's change to this address. Okay. Now let's save changes. Yes, overwrite. And now let's try to launch our newly created file. Something wrong, because we have to also change address of entry point, because we didn't use Scylla, so we have to do this here. Let's save. Now let's launch. As you can see, we successfully accomplished our goals. 2 unpacked files in different way. I hope you like this, what I showed you, and see you next time.